James Martin is here, and I was lucky enough to spend a recent Saturday morning in his beautiful kitchen.
Start at that end, but have a little bit of the sauce and everything else.
So much. This is beautiful. Look at it. Oh my goodness, they keep you going as well, because sometimes scallops are too wee.
This they're fantastic, these. But tell me what you think about the sauces.
The sauce is lovely.
Really usual with the port and the stock and.
Oh, that is amazing.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
That can be my starter, and that can be my main course. Well, James joins me now. It's a joy going on your show. It is just,
like it?
I absolutely, well, no, everybody loves it, because there you are, you get cooked for by you're having a wee chat where you're cooking, watching somebody at the top of their game doing their thing, and then you get fed, and then you get a drink, and then you toddle off. It's just great.
Just arrive, talk about yourself, and then leave.
I mean, what's not to love?
It's great fun.
It's
It's accumulation. It's 18 years I've been doing Saturday mornings now.
Really? Wow.
It's hard to believe, but it's. I just feel that it sounds crazy. You do it from the garage, but it feels like you found your home, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because you are there.
I feel comfortable there, and
but that's what it feels like. You just feel as if you've invited us into your place.
Well, I have.
And there, well, exactly.
Yeah, and it's just, I'm so glad you enjoy it. It's just, and the repeat guests that we get, the people who want to come on, and we're actually filming it tomorrow as well. So the setup day is today, and then we start filming tomorrow.
And your team are fantastic. Again, it's like an extended family, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, Barry I've known for 30 years, and Sam 31 years. You know, a long time.
It just works, doesn't it? It just works.
Good fun.
And now, going on tour. Now, you've done this before, this kind of thing before.
This is...
What can we expect from this? Because
well, this is very different. And people ask me what the tour is all about, and I don't quite know myself, even after 4 tours. And it's a bit of everything. If you think it's a Saturday morning show, it's not. It's a bit of comedy. It's music. It's fast-paced.
Right.
It's basically a dish every 8 minutes, technically. Sometimes every 6 minutes. The storytelling with it as well, but it just works on a big stage. It just, for some reason, I don't know why, the guys at Live Nation approached me about 7 years ago and said, we'd love to take this on the tour. Right. So you do festivals and bits and pieces, and there's 2,000-3,000 people in the audience. But then one of them was sat in the audience and said, look, we should take this out on the road and make it bigger. So they got Richard, who does all the Strictly tours, that directs all that. So then he worked with me on, and he's working with me on the current one. So he's putting all the crazy ideas that I've got and make it work on stage. But for some reason it works.
It does work. So you get a chance to do all the things you're passionate about. Are you going to be performing this?
I drove. There was a flying pig in the last one, and I drove on in a replica of Keith Floyd's 2CV, because I'm quite privileged to own Keith Floyd's old 2CV that you had for 16 years.
Cars are your big thing.
And so I got a sort of a small one, it's about the size of this table, and I rode it on stage with a glass of wine and his genuine hat that he wore, and I drove that on stage for the beginning of part 1. So who knows what's going to happen in part 2?
It could be anything, really. Loving the hat.
This is the first time I've worn the hat on TV, so
I'm liking it.
The guys out the back said, "Oh, wear it," because
it's a bonnet, but it's a good bonnet.
All I need is a twig and a whippet, and then I'll be typecast.
Listen, that would be fantastic. And things are good. Everything is good right now, isn't it?
Yes.
You're doing really well. The show just gets better and better.
Yeah.
You know, you've got this tour to look forward to.
The stitches are falling out, as you know. Last time you were on, I was in the middle of operations and bits and pieces, but as we speak, the stitches are falling out of my body at the moment. So then that's all clear and onwards and upwards.
I'm really pleased. It's great news. Do you have, though, and people must ask you this all the time, if you're cooking for yourself, what would you make? Like, ideally, if you were cooking just for you.
Chefs like simple stuff. Roast chicken. Everybody's got a chicken in the fridge, but in the summer, the veg garden is really where you get inspiration from. So either it's just simple tomatoes out of the greenhouse, just sliced with olive oil. But just simple roast chicken. Chefs like simple food. It sounds crazy. When you go around to somebody's house, they invite you around for dinner, and they try and overcomplicate. Chefs like steak, chips, chicken and chips, Sunday lunch. That's their.
But that's great food, and also I think something that's simple. The ingredients have to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, well, that comes from great suppliers, doesn't it, really, and everything else, and we're quite privileged on the Saturday show to... I'm a big supporter of the producers all the way, as you know.
I love you do that.
And I love these links that we do. And that started with COVID, because a lot of... In one of the suppliers that we used for the restaurant, we was actually throwing away 30,000 kilos of mussels a week.
Yeah.
Is just going back into the ocean. He couldn't get rid of them, so there was no avenue to supply them in restaurants. So I said, what a great idea would, and that's thanks to ITV. They've gone brilliant to then let people at home really understand where food comes from.
Yes.
So you link to a farmer in different parts, and this could be anywhere. I met a lovely lady who was up in Scotland. She makes these amazing like vodka cocktails out of raspberries that she goes around and forages raspberries from this local area. She gets them and makes them, and she was on the show. She sold a year's worth of supply in 2 hours. Sold out, it's gone.
That's brilliant. I love that.
I love that sort of stuff.
So do I. And the fact that there you are at the peak of your game, but you're putting a hand down. You know, you're not lifting the ladder. You're actually really,
no, they're at
really
an equal level.
People.
It's just I want people to just see what amazing produce and what amazing people we have in this country, and sort of put the two together, and there you go.
The thing about you is, it's that thing of making it look easy. I mean, it's...
Well, you make this look easy.
No, but it's just like, we're having a conversation, but I'm not cooking at the same time.
Yet, you could do.
Oh, no, I don't think I could. But that's the joy. You do make it look easy. But I always remember you said Michael Parkinson told you, do your homework.
Yeah,
and I always say that to people.
Research is everything, really. Yeah? I'm dyslexic, so it's, you know, even tonight I'll sit and read. If somebody's coming to promote an album or somebody's promote a film, you've got to watch it.
Of course.
You read it, and you read as much as you possibly can. But the thing about it is, I can cook without thinking about it, because it's not... I've been doing it for a long, long time, so you know it's going to work. Yeah. But what I try and do, and it's what I've done for the last 20 years, I never rehearse any of the dishes that I do. So the first time I cook anything is the first time you see it. God. So I've never rehearsed any of it. So we have a lovely lady called Sam who writes down the recipes. I don't know all the recipes that I'm filming this week. I've never done before.
God, that keeps you on your toes.
Well, that's what makes it. That's what makes it interesting, because then I can then just experiment with stuff while I'm chatting. So, because if there's a set routine, then it's not going to work.
No, that's true. Well, look, Saturday morning continues, funnily enough, on Saturday morning.
Yes, funny.
At 9:30. Always on in our house. It would be so weird not to have you on in our house. And thank you for inviting me to crawl into my TV.
It's a pleasure.
And eat your grub and drink your drink. You're a smasher. Thank you.
The bar's been stocking up since you've last left. It's fine.
It's great to see you.
The lorry's arriving.
And keep the bunnet. I like the bunnet.
You like that? It's all right.
It's a cracker. I like it. It looks really good.